Hello and welcome to this series of video talks by influential games companies from China and the United Kingdom. This content is delivered by DIT, the UK Government Department for International Trade, and UKI, the trade body for games in the United Kingdom. DIT and UKI work in tandem to support and connect games companies to create opportunities for partnership and collaboration. In this video series, you will hear from Chinese industry experts on how to work with and enter the Chinese games market, and also from UK experts detailing how companies can establish a base in the UK and work with publishers and promotional agencies to reach the Western games audience. I hope you enjoy the presentation.
Hi, my name's Kirsty, and I'm the founder and director of Swipe Right PR, a specialist communications agency dedicated to video games and esports. I've worked in the industry for over 12 years and set up Swipe Right several years ago. We are now a team of 20 based in London, offering global corporate and consumer outreach strategies. We work with some of the biggest brands in the business, including Tencent, ByteDance, and Red Bull. Today, I'll be running through the value of UK PR, how PR works in the UK, and how UK PR can support your brand's development. To set the scene, I'll start by running through what the UK has to offer from a PR point of view. The UK is a fantastic communications hub and can be an echo chamber for your campaign. One of the most important factors is not only are we English speaking, which allows for a lot of crossover with North America, but we're also still closely tied to Europe. If you take Swipe Right as an example, we offer global communications support. We can tap into North American and European press quite easily. A common misconception is that being in the UK doesn't translate to North America. But in fact, the reverse is true. We are conveniently the only English-speaking market in Europe. And because of our geographic location, we have a much better understanding of the nuances between different EU markets, making us best placed to sell your product. Our central time zone also helps us to manage communications effectively across multiple regions. The global opportunity from other markets, in my experience, can often be quite limited. Alongside the accessibility of our market, we also offer a huge range of high-value media influencers that can often gain international attention. We have one of the strongest markets when it comes to specialist gaming, esports, and tech press, and a number of our outlets carry global reach. The UK is home to some of the most prominent video game media, such as Future Publishing, which carries PC Gamer and Games Radar, Eurogamer, IGN, and GameSpot. You can see some of the reach and audience breakdown by country here. These outlets are also all on our doorstep. The relationship UK PRs have with press is second to none, and this is in part because of how accessible they are to us. Unlike other markets, we have a high number of high-value media and influencers within close proximity. Being a small island has its benefits. There is no other territory that can match the level of access to such high-value media, nor offer such a strong geographic location. The strength of the UK audience carries significant value for brand recognition, but also product sales. The UK is the leading video game market in Europe, and the sixth largest gaming market worldwide. And the gaming industry also evolved into the UK's most lucrative entertainment sector. Finally, from a communications point of view, we are at the forefront of advertising technology. Thanks to new technologies, digital innovation, and a wave of highly anticipated online and mobile releases, digital games revenue in the UK reached a record $3.5 billion in 2020. Making your mark in the UK can carry significant weight for your brand globally. So how PR works in the UK? The UK is similar to a number of Western markets in terms of how PR operates. Our campaigns are integrated across influencers, socials, and community management, and our role is to try and help you stand out for the right reasons. But central to our campaigns is coverage. A lot of companies treat press as a service or a mouthpiece, but we view the press relationship as a partnership, and this is something that is prevalent in the UK. One of the biggest challenges with the company looking to promote itself in the UK and the West is not understanding media needs. We sometimes find there is a disconnect between what we deem newsworthy, and we frequently have gaming companies trying to say the same thing as other companies, selling stories that are sales pieces for their brand, or wanting to announce something that should really be a social or community post. It's very important to be mindful of what you are pitching and how you pitch it. This can make or break your relationship with media in the UK and across the West. To help you understand how PR works in the UK, I've put together some insights into the media's role and the challenges they face. Firstly, media are here to entertain, educate, and inform us. They are a watchdog looking to uncover something new and topical, but frequently we'll find that editors are often time poor, with tight deadlines in a hugely competitive market. They are after a good, unique story and a contrast of opinions. We cannot just sell your company wins. Press try and avoid puff pieces celebrating your company's growth. They want to understand the challenges you faced and what you've learned. This is also a good way to give back to the gaming industry. They value quick responses. If a journalist is interested in covering you, it's really important we go back to them in good time before someone else piques their interest. They're interested in human interest stories. They want to get to know you and your company. They want to put a face to the product. Lastly, openness, access, and helpfulness is key. As previously mentioned, the relationship we have with press in the UK is a partnership, not a service. So transparency is important. As PRs, we're always looking to build positive relationships with press, so gaining their trust is very important. We aren't looking to give away trade secrets, but if you're looking to launch a game and gain positive, critical, and community sentiment, being open about your development roadmap can be a good place to start. One of the best pieces of advice I can offer for successful PR in the UK is to offer an open dialogue with press. Rather than it being a one-way street where you push things out through announcements or socials, make sure you listen to press and have a willingness to interact and communicate with them. Understanding how media works in the UK is the first step, but it's also good to understand how PRs work in the UK and how you can get the most out of us. Again, transparency is very important. We want to be part of your team, and to ensure you get the best coverage, we need to understand the full story. Outside of media interaction, we place a high value in community communication, so understanding any challenges you're facing with development is helpful for us to know, and we can help you avoid a crisis. Ensure you give us time. It's important we have time to feed back on your story and to localize it to make sure your news will resonate with press. We also need the time to sell in your news in advance. A number of companies we are approached by fear the risk of leaks. This rarely happens, but it can make all the difference for your news and achieve far greater results. We also like to be creative. Press receive hundreds of press releases a day, so either your content has to really stand out, or you need to win press over in a different way, through events, interviews, or creative campaign ideas. Finally, specialist gaming PRs and media have built up a solidarity that you would struggle to find elsewhere. It's a relationship built on trust. The general attitude towards PR by press and influencers in the UK is far friendlier than other markets such as North America. Even with a more digital offering, automating a lot of work such as code and asset distribution, you'll find that how PRs and media operate still largely remains unchanged. Because of this, gaming PRs in the UK place a huge amount of value on specialist press. And we can quite often gain vital feedback on your game and brand that can directly impact your campaign. How UK PR companies can help you reach a UK and potentially global audience. Swipebright has worked with a number of Chinese companies looking to tap into a Western market. And the main question we always have to ask is, does it translate? Not just in terms of localization, although the terminology and language used is very important, but as the styling, content, and even gameplay makes sense for a Western market. Developers and publishers in the UK and the West often have the same issue trying to market their game in China, and vice versa. It can be very difficult for your game to resonate with the UK or Western market. If your game is a natural success in China, it doesn't mean the same will be true in the UK. It's a PR's job to help you navigate this, and we do this through a few strategic actions. Your PR company should be able to do so much more than just writing press releases. They should help you craft your messaging, including store copy, determine any challenges you might face launching your game, and create an integrated campaign across all communications channels. To start with, a good PR should firstly understand your brand's goals, not just for a product, but on a corporate level. We then need to determine your USP of the product and align on your messaging and positioning. We often do this through running a competitor analysis, detailing similar products and companies. This is important for benchmarking. Understanding what companies have done well or wrong and where success or failures lie is a good starting point. And then we evaluate the current status of your product. It doesn't matter if your game is still in beta or fully launched in China. We need to determine what will work for a UK and global audience. Once we understand how to market your product, we conduct mock reviews with press to refine our strategy and to understand what pitfalls we might face and what aspects of the game will be praised. We then look at offering a more holistic campaign. Resting all of your success solely on PR is a risk. We have the ability to create your influencer programs and manage your event presence, but ultimately, PRs can help you build your relationship with press and offer you new, innovative ways to interact with press and influencers. Sky's the limit when it comes to what a PR company can offer you to help you reach a UK and global audience. Thank you very much.